The wind whistles through broken windows, carrying with it the faint memory of voices that once filled these rooms. Each gust seems to echo the laughter and conversations that used to bounce off these now crumbling walls. The silence is heavy, broken only by the sound of glass rattling in its frame, as if the house itself is sighing in loneliness. Dust devils dance down Main Street, swirling bits of paper and leaves in their wake. The road, once busy with cars and footsteps, now belongs to the wind. Each swirl of dust is like a ghostly parade, a reminder of the life that once pulsed through this place. A rusty swing set creaks in the empty schoolyard, its chains groaning as the wind pushes it back and forth. The playground, overtaken by weeds and silence, feels frozen in time. You can almost picture children running and shouting, their voices now replaced by the lonely squeak of metal. This is what's left of Harmony Creek, a ghost town, its buildings standing as silent witnesses to a past that feels both distant and heartbreakingly close. The faded sign of the general store, the boarded-up windows, all tell a story of a community that once thrived here. It's eerie to walk these streets, to feel the weight of so many untold stories pressing in from every side. Each step echoes as if the town itself is listening, waiting for someone to bring it back to life. To see the empty homes, the boarded-up shops, is to witness the slow fading of a once vibrant community. Every locked door and shattered window hints at families who packed up and left, dreams that were abandoned along with these buildings. You can almost hear the echoes of laughter, the murmur of everyday life. Now, there's just silence. The stillness is so complete it feels as if time itself has stopped, holding its breath and waiting for something to change. But Harmony Creek wasn't always this way. Once, these streets were alive with the sounds of children playing, neighbors chatting, and the bustle of daily life. Old photographs capture a world that seems almost impossible to imagine now. Talk to anyone who lived here, and their faces light up with memories. They remember the parades, the summer fairs, the simple joys of small-town living. Their stories are filled with warmth, pride, and a longing for what once was. They'll tell you about a time when this town was full of life, when every corner held a familiar face and every day brought new stories. Harmony Creek may be silent now, but its spirit lingers in the memories of those who called it home. Harmony Creek was built on coal. My grandfather worked the mines, same as his father before him. It was hard work, dangerous work, but it put food on the table and a roof overhead, and it brought people together. Friday nights were for high school football. Saturdays were for grocery shopping and catching up with neighbors. Churches were packed on Sunday mornings. Harmony Creek was a place where everyone knew your name, where kids could roam free, where your word was your bond. Then the mine closed. It happened quietly at first, a rumor whispered in the break room, a notice tacked to the bulletin board. But soon, the truth was impossible to ignore. The mine, which had been the heartbeat of Harmony Creek for generations, was shutting down for good. Just like that, hundreds of jobs gone. Families who had counted on steady paychecks suddenly faced uncertainty. The parking lot, once full of trucks and laughter, emptied out. The sense of loss was everywhere, on faces, in conversations, in the silence that settled over the town. The lifeblood of Harmony Creek dried up. Businesses that depended on the miners, cafes, shops, even the local barber, felt the pinch. The main street, once lively with weekend parades and farmers markets, grew quiet. The river that ran beside the town seemed to slow, as if mourning with the people. Some folks moved away to find work, chasing jobs in bigger cities. You'd see moving trucks on every block, families saying tearful goodbyes, children waving from car windows. The school lost students, the church pews emptied, and the sound of laughter faded from the playgrounds. The population dwindled from over 5,000 at its peak to less than 800 today. Each year the numbers dropped a little more, and the town's welcome sign became a reminder of what once was. The sense of community, once so strong, began to fray at the edges. Those who stayed tried to hold on, but it was tough. The older folks gathered on porches, sharing stories of better days. The shopkeepers kept their doors open, hoping for customers who rarely came. At town meetings, the talk was always about how to survive, how to keep Harmony Creek alive. The factory on the edge of town, once bustling, closed its doors too. Machines fell silent, and the echo of footsteps faded. Another blow to a community already reeling, another reason for families to consider leaving. The grocery store couldn't compete with the big box stores 30 miles away. The hardware store? Gone. Main Street, once the pride of Harmony Creek, became a row of shuttered windows and faded signs. Each closure felt like another piece of the town slipping away. The diner where we shared coffee and gossip, just an empty building now. The heart of the community, where stories were told and friendships forged, now stands silent. A reminder of all that's been lost and the resilience of those who remain. It's like watching a loved one slowly fade away. Every day another window goes dark, another door is locked for good. The silence settles in, heavier than the dust that gathers on the old shop signs. You can almost hear the echoes of laughter and conversation that once filled these streets, now replaced by the lonely whistle of the wind. The spirit's still there, but the body's failing. That's Harmony Creek today. A handful of homes still stand proud, their gardens tended and porches swept. But they're surrounded by reminders of what used to be, a patchwork of memories and empty shells. Old Mrs. Henderson, who used to run the bakery, told me, "It breaks my heart to see what's happened to our town." She remembers when every house was full, when the bakery was the heart of Main Street and the smell of fresh bread meant another day had begun. We were a family here. Neighbors looked out for each other and every face was familiar. There was a sense of belonging, a feeling that you were part of something bigger than yourself. Now, she trailed off, her voice thick with sadness. And she's right. The emptiness isn't just in the buildings, it's in the spaces between people, in the quiet that lingers after the last goodbye. It's the people that made Harmony Creek special, the warmth of a neighbor's greeting, the shared stories on front porches, the laughter that once rang out from every corner. Those are the things that built this town. People like Mrs. Henderson, who always had a kind word and a plate of cookies for everyone. She was the glue that held us together, her kindness a reminder of what community truly means. But those folks are getting older, their kids and grandkids, they're long gone. The playgrounds are quiet, the schoolyard empty, and the family photos gather dust in silent living rooms. Moved to places with more opportunities. Who can blame them? The world outside promises jobs, excitement, a future. But every time someone leaves, a little more of Harmony Creek fades away, leaving behind memories and the hope that maybe one day the laughter will return. Harmony Creek's story isn't unique. All over this country, small towns are struggling. Factories are closing, jobs are disappearing. The American dream seems to be moving further and further away. But I'm an optimist. I've seen firsthand the resilience of the human spirit. Some towns are finding new life, reinventing themselves. Maybe Harmony Creek can too. Maybe it's a long shot. But as long as there's breath in our bodies, there's hope. What do you think? Can towns like Harmony Creek survive? What are we losing when they disappear? Tell me your stories.